Hello, welcome to the finals of medium games between 6k3w7iv5tg28 and Chattateo. I think we will henceforth refer to them as 6k. What do you think?
I mean, that was really impressive, but I guess I'm on board.
We see Silver Diplomat from Chattateo, Silver Nomad Camp for 6k. What are we building to? Yeah, I mean, Catacombs for primary draw, villages, lots of villages, Nomad Camps are needed for the plus buy. Maybe you get some Coins of the Realm for village safety.
Yeah, I definitely want to prepare, at least.
And Stonemason Catacombs is interesting for pilots. If you buy a Stonemason and 2 Catacombs for 7, you can then turn the Catacombs into 3 things, 3 Diplomats or something for a pilot.
Yeah. I guess the one thing is, the spinning is not really worth playing for, I guess.
Yeah, only in really rare circumstances would I waste a Stonemason play on trashing a copper. But I think Coins of the Realm are pretty important to add here for both players.
Yeah, I agree.
And then just to cram as many things as you can to the deck and hope to not top deck all your coppers. This is...
Yeah, sounds good. How do you feel about the early Crossroads?
It doesn't seem like it's doing very much.
Also, how do you feel about balling for things instead of buying Catacombs?
With 6, I guess you Stonemason for 2 4s. You can Stonemason for 2 4s, or you can just buy a Catacombs. Catacombs feels like better than 2 4s, I think.
Yeah, besides like the terminal balance, at some point you need something's costing 4 or less, but yeah, I mean, like, unless you somehow draw with Crossroads, which seems hard with 7 coppers in the deck.
Yeah. I can see with they've added so many Diplomats that it makes sense to me now that they might Stonemason a copper in order to activate a Diplomat.
Like with Coin of the Realm in play. Yeah.
Or something like that.
And
Copper?
What do you...
Maybe that never works, because you have to have 2 actions to start with, and you're... it could potentially work, I guess.
It would work. Let's see Coin of the Realm.
So...
You just need 12 cards in your hand.
I think you take silver here and don't trigger this shuffle, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a really bad shuffle. It is nice of them to keep showing us their whole deck, so we can assess it.
Maybe take depending. I think you would take Coin of the Realm over the silver though, because hitting 4 -1 is not much better than hitting 3 -1.
Yeah, and this would be a turn you could ball as well, because it's going to be a somewhat sad turn. And the -1 token doesn't do much, but they top deck a Nomad Camp, which at least lets them buy 2 things this turn. Although again, I think I would prefer most of these turns to be buying Catacombs.
Yeah, definitely.
So Diplomats are low, Mountain Villagers are low, Stonemasons are Stonemasons. Stonemason at 9 is low, I think.
I think 6k just missed the opportunity to do the Stonemason copper thing.
Yeah. And here I would definitely Stonemason for 2 Catacombs.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think I just want to get as many Catacombs into the deck as I can, and then figure out what I'm doing later.
Yeah, I guess since they didn't run out of actions, this was fine.
Yeah, they still have a Coin of the Realm down, although you probably want to get another one soon.
Ooh, I don't like the Oasis.
What are the Oasis doing?
They just help you turn like cop. Like they let you see a little more. They work with Diplomat.
I guess. So, strange as this sounds, 6k, it feels like may have a pile out this turn.
What do we? 4 Tempos, 2 Mountains, just Stonemason.
And we can Stonemason a Catacombs into 3 things.
That doesn't seem like a pile out.
And then we just buy.
We need a plan to draw.
I assume Catacombs is going to find another Catacombs in the mountain village.
Mountain village is so good when you have like.
So yeah, here we can play Nomad Camp, Stonemason, Diplomat, which seems decent. And we could even take another Diplomat. So yeah, so we were probably a little bit short, but like Stonemason Catacombs gets you 2 mountain villages and a Diplomat, and then you still need, to pile Stonemasons and Diplomats, I suppose, but if they're not going for it, they're obviously not going to get it here at this point, but I think they bottom decked the Catacombs, but these piles are very, very low right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see the pile up, like, falling turn.
Yeah, I'm interested by taking Catacombs there. I almost wanted to take Oasis just to activate the Diplomats.
Yeah.
I don't think now we're ever activating the Diplomats, but yeah, we just have these Diplomats that are dead in the hand at this point. Pretty much.
Crossroads will give
one more action.
Yeah.
This is a drawn deck, 3 buys. Stonemason. Stonemason, 2 Diplomats. No, I don't see one. Wait, they can ball?
Let's see.
Yeah, the fact that there are...
Where's the buying Stonemason?
Yeah, the fact that there are 3 Diplomats makes it harder.
Right. Money.
I think they have to buy a province, though. Province plus something. What that something is, I'm not sure. This felt like an above-average turn for what Chattateo's deck can do.
And like when you have mountain villages and like enough stuff, like you should get good turns sometimes, right?
Yeah, I just think often the first hand of the shuffle is going to be bad, and then maybe you draw deck the second hand of the shuffle a lot of the time. Whereas I think 6k has a lot more stuff, a lot more actions. So it's easier for them to find it.
Nomad camp was there.
Yeah, we really should be playing these Catacombs, and we should chunk that, and then we can pick out whatever the one card we want from that set of 3 is.
Yeah, that's a really interesting interaction.
Now that Chattateo's taken a province, I think piling is really quite difficult. Although there's Stonemason Catacombs into 3 Diplomats. Then you need to get... Yeah, you need 8 to empty Stonemasons and 8 to buy a province for a tie. I don't think they're getting to 16 money. Although we could Stonemason a Diplomat for 2 Stonemasons. So here we could draw if we had Mountain Village and we had one more catacomb, we could potentially have done some tricks there. Why didn't we play Mountain Village and take a silver?
Wait, they had the they did have a coin. Oh, their Diplomat terminal drew the Mountain Village. They didn't have a coin.
I do not like Diplomat into silvers at all. This is not a kingdom where you want to be playing with treasures. Ooh, that was bad order. They could have played Nomad Camp, Diplomat, and added 2 actions. It probably won't matter.
Looks like it's fine.
They did it again.
Oh no, not again.
Now they actually do have a problem. So yeah, if they get... So why didn't 6k take a province last turn? They took a gold. So if you Stonemason for 2 diplomats, Stonemason for 2 diplomats, buy a diplomat. That's, you know, I mean, you've got to buy a province, I think. Province plus something.
Crossroads.
Yeah, a second Crossroads feels fine. You're adding green cards, so it should be better. You're not worried about the Crossroads pile.
Catacombs? Okay.
That's not unreasonable. 9 points feels like a pretty solid lead. I think 9 points should be a sufficient lead that you're not worried about them piling on you. And the extra catacombs should do a lot of work. If Chattateo didn't find that catacombs near the top of the shuffle, it's a much sadder turn.
Yeah.
That was an order issue as well. They should have played catacombs before the second Mountain Village. I don't really know what the gold... You know, this is not a kind of kingdom where buying your gold does that much for you at this point.
Stonemasonable, but like you're too far behind. Right? Well, let's see. Hold on.
Stonemason gold for Duchy.
No way, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You buy a province at the end of that line, but you could Stonemason gold for Duchy Catacombs. Stonemason Nomad Camp for Stonemason. You still have to have 7 to empty the catacombs and 8 to buy a province. So surprisingly, this game may end on provinces, it looks like. I'm not really... Yeah. Catacombs... I think I like that move. It's lowering the piles, but they're behind. How many mountain villages do you take here? Yeah. I don't...
that's their last ones.
think I take that many mountain villages there.
Yeah, I'll have 2 coins in play, so... Okay.
And... Stonemasons by Catacombs. They're 2 Stonemasons short of a win. So I guess you just buy a province.
Sounds good.
9 points is a lot to make up on a kingdom like this. Like a pile out here cost 13 coins and 3 buys for 6k, or less if they found a stonemason, we're able to stonemason something. This is a similar question, like how many of the mountain villages do you pluck out of this shuffle? I don't think you want them all, because then you're triggering your shuffle, and if you don't get to the end of that shuffle, you've got no villages left.
Going for it. I'm down with going for it and discarding a lot in Catacombs.
So you take this, and now you play this Catacombs first? Okay. We're finding a lot of stuff, aren't we? We've got a lot of actions. And we have a coin down as well? We do not.
That's why we take off the mountain villages.
Yeah.
I think you have to keep that coin. Oh. Okay, well, we definitely pitched that.
Alright, so we're looking at right now 16. Sorry, 14. And 2 buys. So we could play the Diplomat and then play Nomad Camp and take Province Duchy. Which is, I think, all you can do here. The number of stonemasons now has started to be a detriment. I think the 6K's deck.
Yeah, definitely. Go.
I just feel like,
I guess.
yeah, Chattateo can. Emptying is a lot easier if you don't have to buy and spend an extra coin, an extra gain. You must discard all of that. So what do we need to empty? We need to find a stonemason, if they have one. Or we need... man, I don't know. I think I'd rather play the Crossroads there first than the Mountain Village to get the state back and hope later on in the turn I discard something better.
I don't know.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure you discard this.
Yes, I'm the last.
Mountain Village.
Alright.
There should be a third Mountain Village in there. So you can fish out the Nomad Camp.
So they don't have any stuff.
So what about Stonemason for Diplomats? Wait, this is...
This feels like enough.
Yeah, it just takes 13 and 3 buys is what we needed. Stonemason for 2 Stonemason, Stonemason for Stonemason by Catacombs. That's 13.
Yeah.
We could also Stonemason for Diplomats twice, and then Stonemason for Stonemasons. That's also 14. 6. No,
That's 18, right?
that's too much. But you could buy a single Catacombs, then pile out the Stonemasons for a win here.
Okay, wait, if you stonemason for 2 Diplomats, then ball, then stonemason, that'd be 15. Okay, so the Catacombs is 13.
It is the easiest pile. It is the smallest pile right now, right? There's only one thing in it.
Yeah.
And one of the things I like to think about is with pileouts is King's Court, develop, Stonemason, cost reduction and cavalry villa for him. And Stonemason is here, so it meets one of my criteria for If you think there might be a pilot, there probably is, and you should spend a little bit of extra time trying to work it out. Once there was a puzzle posted to puzzles, and it didn't involve the stonemasons, and I like spent an hour trying to get it to work on stonemasons and couldn't figure it out because it was a different pilot. Hi DZ, how are you? So yeah, stonemason for 2 stonemasons, stonemason for stonemason crossroads, I guess you have to do. That costs 8. And then catacombs costs 5, that's 13, and 3 buys, and they've got 14 and 4 buys.
Also have a cartographer instead of a crossroad. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Waited 7. Oh yeah, I think it works either way. Whatever.
Yeah, you can stonemason for catacombs, cartographer, stonemason for 2 stonemasons, buy a stonemason. That costs 13 as well. And you get another unique card in your deck at the end.
Yeah, 5 buys good stonemason. Oh, you can't stonemason. That's right. Never mind.
Okay, it looks like they didn't spot it. The stonemason math can be tricky sometimes, and maybe they weren't thinking about the catacombs pile being low.
Interesting.
I think with a 9-point lead, this is mostly safe.
Yeah, sure. I guess I would have taken a catacombs instead of stonemason and 2 diplomats though. It's like if we're just trying to lure the other one.
Yeah, so 6k is able to get 3 duchies. Both players' decks have gotten into worse states as they add green cards and or payload.
Yeah. Well, this is awkward.
Yeah, crying duchy, I guess.
Yeah, touchy. Or are you? You're first player, so you're not gonna lose. Or you would if you win. It's like you could definitely consider taking tie.
I didn't see a tying line.
I was like stonemason for 2 stonemasons, then buy oh wait, that's only 2 costs. Buy that. Is this a win with a gold? Yeah.
So we stonemason gold into duchy diplomat.
No,
We
duchy catacomb.
duchy catacombs.
And then you just need to hit 5 to ball. So is that 5? Yeah, if you take a Nomad camp here, you can hit 5, right?
So you stonemason gold into duchy catacombs. You play Nomad camp, you have 5 money, you ball for diplomat estate.
Yeah, so, sounds good.
You spotted that much more quickly than I did. I was trying to still use the stonemasons. But at 4, stonemasons are slightly awkward. You can get 3 for $4, but getting 4 costs $6.
And you could probably also stonemason gold for catacombs diplomat and stonemason Nomad camp for estate. Oh, that doesn't quite work. Okay, well, I think they see the link. Or they're just crazy.
I hope they see it now that they've lowered the pals this much. Just double checking that ball gains cards. It doesn't say non-victory cards. All right. That was a little bit of a steal there for 6K, I think.
Yeah.
And we move on to game 2.
And their deck definitely had more potential. Like, if you find your Catacombs that they discard your green cards, and then
Yeah.
you draw through, they did have more